Hello and welcome to a very sleepy, very aggravated work in progress podcast. I'm Daniel and that's Adam.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Man, a lot of people died this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking Ozzy Osbourne. At the time of recording this, Ozzy Osbourne has passed away.
Hulk
Hulk
Hogan was just like
Hogan.
the other day, I think, and then
Uh,
there was also a kid actor from the Cosby Show. I think his name was like Malcolm something. Hold on,
I also
uh,
think that
Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yeah,
yeah, Stephen Colbert also died today. On
he's
the
dead
on
to me.
the on the inside though,
God,
because
that
he got his ass
yeah,
canceled.
yeah, God. I've been thinking. You know how we had that discussion about how like the only good talk show hosts were like Craig Ferguson and Conan, who was like remained the goat until he stopped. Something occurred to me. Did you ever commented on David Letterman? What was your take on him?
David Letterman was fine.
Yeah, because I don't
He,
think he ever really said anything negative.
I think that he was a very good interviewer of people.
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
like
man.
David Letterman. He was pretty good.
There was
But
never really like any interviews I saw that were like asinine to listen to. You know?
fucking hate Jay Leno though. That guy was a fucking annoying prick.
Oh, Chin McGee. Yeah,
Yeah, Chinnigan.
Chin Chinnigan. Oh, that sounds like it could be a book. Write that down.
Chinnigan and his chinchilla.
Chin Chinnigan and the Chin May Cry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. But
Everyone's
yeah,
like, "Oh my God, Stephen Colbert! Like he's getting destroyed by Trump," and I'm just like, "Did you watch his show? Because if you did, you would realize that it's not funny."
oh yeah, like every time I watch a clip of Gobert, like even when he's talking to people that have nothing to do like politics, it'd be like, you know, that was the biggest disaster since the Trump administration. Just like, oh my god, this is a boring man. I hate to be this guy's kid. Like, fuck me.
Oh God!
Oh,
You know what
what a
the most?
boring man.
You want to know how I know how the show got canceled? Hold
Oh
on.
yeah,
I the viewer. You have to see it to fucking believe it.
oh yeah.
Skibbity Biden.
There. Here we go.
Uh,
Skibbity Biden.
Skibidi Biden. Skibidi Biden.
Yep. Kill me.
right.
This goes on
For about like a
for
minute and a half. Yeah.
a whole 20 seconds, which is 20 seconds too long. So
Dude,
if anybody just like recoiled in laughter like a child, just so funny.
do you like the non-laughter that the crowd had?
The like uncomfortable ugh laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that's rough to. There's something to be said about like bad comedy is probably the worst.
Well, I mean, it's bad comedy, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be the worst?
Well, you
Or you had
see,
about
like
like taste?
here's the thing: a horror movie like can be bad but still good. Like it could
Yeah.
suck at being a horror movie, but it could still be a good movie to watch.
That's right, yeah.
Watching bad comedy, like if it fails at the comedy part, it is a fucking nightmare to sit down and watch.
That is true, yeah. I mean, another example of something that was like super bad, but I kind of got like enjoyment of it to the point where it's almost a guilty pleasure of mine was when you introduced me to that like Rogue Warrior game. That's shit. Like that is actual shit. But I got lucky where like I was one of the few people whose computer could actually like play the damn thing, and it's not good. Like I'll be upfront, it is bad, but god damn was I like laughing and kind of like having a big stupid grin on my face when I was playing it. Because the whole thing, I was just like, I cannot believe this game exists, and I can't believe that the man behind it exists too. But it's fucking Navy SEAL bullshit. So
It's so cringe, yeah.
uh, I'm gonna fuck you, fuck you. It's just, yeah.
It's like if
But
Duke Nukem just like took some bath salts.
kind of, yeah. You know, I have a theory that, because you know how I told, you know, when I blew your mind when I told you that Mickey Rourke voiced the character.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that Mickey Rourke looked at this and because I looked at his I looked at his, you know, his track record with video games. And he's only ever done it like 3 times, I think. I know for a fact he probably saw that game and was like, "Yeah, this is why I imagine video games are like are just trash." I'm just like, "Oh no, Ricky,
He
Mickey, what the fuck?"
probably they probably just needed like an actor like with a name, and then they were like, "All right, who is the cheapest guy we could get?" And Mickey Rourke's drunk ass showed up to the recording booth. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I'm gonna fuck you, you fucking ass. I'm gonna fuck you.
And then like
It
the
is
one
what-
time that he only has one sentence, he just fucking drops the R word, and you're like, "Oh, okay,
Oh yeah.
yeah."
I knew I was in for like a show when like because you know it's also one of those like cringy things where it's like I'm gonna go behind the enemy lines of North Korea and then he sees like the a huge rocket ship and it's just like no rocket ship like a rocket it's just like yeah I think I found the missile looks like the great leader has a tiny dick. It's just like oh my god what am I in for?
Nobody fucking talks like this.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? There's Delta Force guys can or special forces soldiers in general do have pretty bad potty mouths, but you know where I feel like they probably swore the least when they're doing comm checks with their own people.
Yeah, I would imagine the only time they would swear would be like when maybe they get hit by a bomb as they're talking, you know?
Well, either A, just casual conversation, B, graphically shooting someone.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I
would-
wouldn't.
I saw a clip of like some Australian guys in like Ukraine, and
Oh, yeah?
they said some horrible shit to the other guys. We're gonna fucking cook you up and eat you, fucking cunt.
God. Yeah. Speaking of the world being on fire, there's also that controversy right now with like Mastercard and like you know blocking adult stuff. You know.
There's that happening. There's also, I think like Myanmar and Tibet or some country like that are like fucking duking it
Beefing.
out, and China's like, we will support this. We will send our good boys.
Good boys. Yeah, the whole world's on fucking. I'm just waiting for the day where it just like officially gets declared as like a world war because I feel like it's just going to happen very soon in like our lifetime.
fire. The
The world is a vampire.
The world is on fire. Dun 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 dun.
I've been called to act upon the third. Wait, why is Linkara doing this?
It is
I-
I, the great Linkara, and I will be the peace negotiator with China. Listen,
I,
no one in our audience is gonna know what the hell that's even about.
well, you know what? What we can educate them.
No,
but like
no,
no more Linkara.
it's a plague. We cannot spread this.
I am as the most political man in the world. As you can see by my downfall for like 5 minutes. I will fight for what I believe in.
Yeah,
But he's not my president.
he's not my big boy. I prefer the other one.
Dick Cheney. No way, he's not around anymore.
Also, he was never president.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Man, if only we could get Rude Gator Ginsburg in here. The Gator? Did I just call him a gator? Yeah, Gator Ginsburg, sure.
Ginsburg. Is this like the Batman villain that I never heard about?
Yeah, yeah. Ruth Gator Ginsburg. He's the little Robin sidekick of Killer Croc.
Yeah. He hatched from an egg just like Robin.
Hatched from an egg just like my head.
God. Batman.
There's a great episode where, like, the Joker just decides to screw with some fat guy
Oh yeah.
And then by the end of it, like the fat guy just like corners him in an alleyway and has a bomb in his hand.
And then, like the Joker's actually calling for help, like Batman,
Well,
I need help.
first of all, he's like, "No, now you're gonna listen to me, you son of a bitch." And
Yeah.
he just goes like, "You're not gonna have the great tussle with the Dark Knight. You're not gonna die in some awesome harebrained scheme. You're gonna die to a nobody in this alleyway with this bomb." And he's like, "Wow, listen, you need to calm down. You need to wait for Batman."
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. And then he throws it, and like it's just like one of those like click boom, and it's like
It's
ha ha, very funny.
God, that one was really good.
God damn, like I do have something I wanted to. Oh, sorry.
That guy in that episode, like his audio, like his song was like this fat man walking trumpet.
Like the.
Bwarp, 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 bwarp.
Since we talk about like old but gold stuff, well, this isn't really an old thing. I saw a trailer pop up on Twitter today of like it was described as Splinter Cell meets like Resident Evil, but to me it was anything but because the guy was just like doing some karate shit. But the trailer for this like game, I shit you not, I felt like I was watching a trailer for like a PS2 game that was on like a demo disc that I got from the store because it was just like and then you just see like this guy just like pointing out some like kung fu like John Woo shit on zombies and what have you. And it was just like hard cut to all these like different like military guys. I'm just like, oh, this feels awesome. It's about it's probably gonna suck balls though when it comes out.
God,
But I have to show it you because it's one of those where you have to see it to believe it. It's like dun, 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 dun.
remember when like
Yeah.
remember when shit was actually just cool?
Yeah.
Like it didn't really have to make a lot of sense. It had to just be enough for a plot and then also just be cool. Like for instance, Blade is not the greatest Shakespearean play of all time, but fuck me if like the characters in that movie don't look cool.
I know, yeah. Like I don't know, man. Like I do feel like that's also the reason why you get to see a lot more of these like indie games, like kind of like having throwbacks to well, you said how do I say this? Like, you'll have like an indie horror game where it's in the style of like the old Resident Evil, but I don't know, man. Video games, like you get stupid like every so often you get like the one game developer like an Indigo who's just as dumb as the actual corporation. So I'm just like I just don't really care
He
anymore.
was like and Indiana Jones is like an archaeologist, but also like a fucking college professor man who like his office is in a boiler room.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, that was when I was playing a snippet of that new game, and you get to like explore all that. I was like, oh my god, this is actually kind of cool.
Well, no, I
Yeah,
mean like Indiana Jones looks cool, and like a lot of that has to do with the fact that Harrison Ford looked like he was a handsome motherfucker in like 1980.
it looks like a fucking sex machine. Yeah,
Dude, he was like 43.
that's what blows my mind about when I see like old videos of like actors where it'd be like, oh yeah, here's Arnold talking to Conan in like '99. Oh yeah, by the way, he was pushing 50 at this point. It's like that motherfucker was 50 at that point. He looks so good.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, God. It
Oh
also.
man. You wanna know something that's really fucking tragic?
What's that?
You know the uh, she's like the fucking blonde religious lady from The Boys.
Oh, the wait, blonde religious lady. So that
Yeah,
would
the
be
like Starfire or whatever.
oh Starlight. I mean, she's not religious, as far as I'm aware. But yeah.
But yeah, what I'm getting at is that oh God, have you seen what the actress did to her face?
Oh no, did she have plastic surgery?
She had plastic surgery, and it does not look good.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, she looked cute though. Why'd she need to do
Well,
it? She looked
Oh god,
absolutely fine.
she looked like such a doll before becoming a doll.
She looked so fine, and now she gets to join the long list of fucking crazy people who turn their faces into wax cat statues.
Yeah. Hey, what's Graves' disease?
Graves' disease? I don't know.
Graves' disease is apparently she has Grave disease, whatever that is. There's just like a footnote on her. There's a footnote on her fucking,
Graves' disease is an autoimmune disorder that leads to overactive thyroid gland, a condition known as hyperthyroidism. Yeah, but that doesn't affect your face and cheekbones, okay?
Okay then. God, yeah, she looked so cute before. Oh my god. Well, 10 years later, she's gonna look like fucking a deflated fucking like, human, I guess. So God damn it. I did I not realize this is like a short-term thing.
I mean, like, here's the thing, right? If you if you age gracefully, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like, if you're a good enough actor, it doesn't really matter like the how good you look. But here's the problem. If you do a whole bunch of plastic surgery and then you look like a melty cat person, um if you get i- if you get roles when you're older in movies, typically you either become like a mentor character or like a side character, some kind of old person in a movie, right? And you know what? There are some movies where old people can really kick ass, right? Here's the problem. If you're supposed to be like a down to earth old person that lived like a normal life, having a fucked up plastic surgery face makes it really hard to believe that that person had a normal life.
Yeah.
So, like, from the bottom of my heart, I know that like some people are just really unhappy with how they look. Looks are nothing. Looks are nothing unless you got like, I don't know, like half your head missing or something.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, if you got
if
chunks of your
or
piece of you missing.
or if you have like, one of those split lips or something, I can understand doing like rhinoplasty to fix some shit like
Yeah.
that. But if it's like, my nose is like 1.5 millimeters too fucking, so now I'm gonna have like some of my ass skin graft to my face, and you're like, I feel like that's unnecessary, especially now in this day and age where they can just CGI your fucking face.
Or like de-age you, yeah.
They could just use computers to de-age you. Like, there's absolutely no reason for plastic surgery in like the world
Fancy.
of, what's it called? The world of
No.
movies.
I'm gonna delete that picture because it's gonna make me depressed. Anyway, there we go.
Yeah.
The only other time I delete something from our chat, I'm just like, yeah, no.
Yeah, because she looked fine. She looked absolutely fine.
She was a babe.
Yeah. Megan Fox ain't looking too good lately.
I mean, if your whole career is just looking sexy, then
Once again, aging gracefully, she could have probably looked fine. Just as long as you
yeah.
don't just as long as you don't progressively like gain and like lose weight, because that like stretches skin and makes you look older. Like John Goodman looks like really weird right now.
Hmm. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think the best version of like plastic surgery was that one like woman who had like that triple chin sort of thing going on for her,
See,
and then
once again, that's like an actual thing to like fix though,
yeah, and she looks great now.
because it was like a weird fucking. I think she's dead.
Oh, okay.
I think she passed away, my guy. Hold on. Gotta look her up now. No, not. Wait, excuse me? Okay, like, I was gonna look up the movie Witches, but now, hold on. Witches' broom disease is a plant disorder characterized by an abnormal growth of dense, tangled masses of shoots and branches resembling a broom. Okay.
All right, then you learn something new every day, I suppose.
All right. The movie Witches from 1990 had Angelica Hudson. No, I think she's still alive.
Yeah, probably getting on in years, I would imagine.
She was on and off, like, girlfriend of Jack Nicholson.
Oh,
There are so many pictures of them together throughout time.
no shit. You
Yeah.
know, whilst we're on about, there's a film I've been thinking about watching because it looks like it's insanity. I need to look it up because there's like a weird film about like death and immortality that has Bruce Willis in it as like a geeky scientist.
Oh, yeah. That's Death Becomes Her.
Death becomes a yeah because I saw clips of that like last night and I was thinking about getting it and I was like, this not only is a very weird looking film, it's also weird just seeing Bruce Willis as like the opposite of what I'm used to seeing Bruce Willis
A
as, you know?
skittish, like, dork. Oh,
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
way, he's you know what?
yeah.
I'll let you find out what he is in the movie.
Oh, really? Oh, the movie. I thought
Yeah.
it was going about real life then, because I know about real life at the moment.
Yeah, he ain't doing too hot.
Yeah, I
You know
think he
what he
might be on his.
didn't do though? He didn't do plastic surgery. So you know what? Even though he has his own problems, he doesn't look like a
Just look
fucking
like a.
freakazoid.
Yeah,
Did
God.
anybody look at Michael Jackson and say to themselves, "Yes, yes,
I
this
reckon.
this is the
Yeah,
life path I need"?
I think, I. Because he started out small, right? Where like he probably just had his nose done, which is probably like the only. Like, because he had his nose done first. Because I remember seeing a video of him performing when he was like young, and I asked my mom, "Oh yeah, this is before his surgery." I was like, "No, he did his nose for a bit," and then I'm sure there was a point where it's just like, I need more. And then,
Well, two things happened. One, a stage light lit his head on fire.
oh God, yeah.
So that was a thing that he needed to fix. But then also, Michael Jackson had vitiligo, which is like the cow pattern
Skin.
skin spots.
Yeah.
And the thing is that he was so like, dude, Michael Jackson with vitiligo would have looked so fucking cool.
Possibly.
Dude, he would have looked so fucking cool. And not only that, he would be like the first like big fucking famous dude to have that. In fact, if you watch, I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. Um, if you watch the Thriller music video, if you watch the opening where it's like the fake movie, if you watch
Yeah.
that, you can actually see the spots underneath like brown skin makeup.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, if you look at like his arms, you can actually see where like the vitiligo spots are. Because the cool thing about Thriller is that they shot it on like 35 millimeter film, which means that it has like 2K resolution, and then they digitally remastered it recently. So now it's in like 4K, so you can just look at every single tiny detail in HD.
Really?
Yeah, so you can actually see the shit. See, that's the thing that they're having a problem with now is that graphical fidelity for cameras is so good that they actually have to like spray paint the makeup onto people because the just slathering it on like they used to doesn't look good anymore.
That's really funny when like the picture quality gets better and then like for
Everything
lack of a
looks
better word,
worse.
the cracks start to like, show for lack of a better word.
I just think that like you need to stop making people like look really beautiful in these movies. I get why, but you know, if every single character in a movie is as sweet as Supermodel, no, like you can't say, "Oh, that guy was really handsome." Everyone was fucking handsome.
Yeah.
Like if you made it part of the story that like a guy is really handsome and everyone else kind of just looks like shit, you'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I see where this is. All right, yeah. Like, God, what was that new Tarantino movie? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Mhm.
Like everybody looked like a weird '50s man, but then like the two main characters are just these really handsome dudes that are just getting older.
You know that reminds me. He's currently trying to figure out what his last movie is going to be because he has a thing where it's like I'm going to make 10 films. I direct, and that'll be it then.
You see, he said that, but he said he would be willing to do some TV.
Oh, okay then. I mean,
Uh,
he's getting on in years, so
and the reason why he said he would like to do TV is because it would be an actual challenge for him to write
oh yeah,
something that's like that length.
that's right. Yeah, because like when you think about it, everything he writes is usually like, oh, his stories are out of order, or they're always like you got to piece the dots together. There's like some kind of like like symbolism in some cases, you know.
How many of his
So
movies
yeah,
are out of order? So you have Reservoir
well, I mean,
Dogs
like
does a whole bunch of flashbacks.
yeah,
That and then Pulp Fiction is completely jumbled and out of order.
that's the
Uh,
one. That's like the king of that.
Jackie Brown is in order, but it has like different plot perspectives.
Hmm.
Then what was the next movie? Wasn't it Kill Bill?
Kill Bill 1 and 2, yeah, but he classes it as like one big
Kill
film.
Bill
In
was
his in
completely out of order. Django was in order. Hateful Eight was in order, and
the Pussy Wagon.
yeah, no, like I think only two of his projects were really whack with the two or three of his projects were actually whack with the timeline shit.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, it's going to be my mission soon to try and watch the remaining of his films because Jackie Brown I need to see, Hateful Eight I need to see, the Hollywood one. I think it's those three actually. I just need to see because I've seen Kill Bill.
There is a crazy cameo in. There's actually a few crazy cameos in Jackie Brown. You're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck is he doing in this movie?
Is this going to be like Men in Black 2 where Michael Jackson just appears for a brief second?
Oh yeah, and he's an alien. You know what?
Yeah.
At least Michael Jackson knew that he looked weird.
Hey, I love that. I remember I was watching that with our little friend circle because I never really saw those films like fully when I was a kid. I only saw bits and bobs. So imagine my shock of horror when I see number two and he's just on screen with a bunch of fucking penguins behind him. It's just like, hey, come on, Thea, can I be part of Men in Black? Come on, I could be Agent M. He's just like trying to like turn the fucking video off so he doesn't have to like talk to him.
I knew he was an alien.
You're lying.
There was that one. There was that one clip from the first movie where it's just like Stallone in the fucking shower for some reason. It's like, yep, all aliens.
What are you talking about? None of these were an alien.
No, he said,
You're lying.
yeah. He's like, yep, aliens have been living among us for a long time.
But if it was Stallone, oh, you want about the TV in the first film?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Also,
Sorry, I thought.
I'm talking about Rip Torn.
Yes, sorry. I was getting confused because you said Alien, and I'm like, what the fucking xenomorph alien film?
I just watched Aliens again yesterday.
It's not bad. It's pretty decent.
It's a really good fucking movie.
It is really weird how like they made like they went from a suspenseful like horror film to like kind of like a horror action thing because the colonial marines and all that bollocks. But like, yeah, God, no, that was a good film. You know,
Not
a
only
bit in that
that,
film.
not only that, that movie is really cheeky because so the only thing that they really changed is the amount of aliens and the genre of the movie because it is almost exactly the same plot.
Almost, yeah.
I will go into depth about that One sec. It was so distress signal. They go to planet, right?
Right.
They have ship shaking and rocking shit scene. They go down. They go into the thing. They find goofy shit. Aliens. Aliens
Yeah.
attack. Then oh no, like we're getting picked off one by one. Like then everything goes to shit. Then like the thing that they are in is going to explode. Fake out ending. They actually have to like fight it again, and then they blast it into space. It's almost like it's almost plot for plot the same movie. It's just it has more characters and it's an action film.
Yeah. Dude, like I fucking love Aliens. I was about to say Aliens too, but Aliens, yeah.
I really love I really love Alien 3. I like how they killed off the characters off screen and just fucking had Sigourney Weaver basically dying throughout the entire movie.
I love the film when they kill off the cool characters and then they brought back the cool characters where they retconned it in Colonial Marines, but that game sucks balls, so we don't even know what the continuity is anymore.
I really love the God, what was it? The fucking
Cut to-
fourth
cut-
movie?
dude. The fourth of Resurrection.
I love the fourth movie where they have extreme close-ups but with a wide-angle lens, so everybody's eyeballs look like they're about to fly out of their heads.
Yeah.
That weird general guy who, like, I don't know who or why or what.
Why? When? How?
I am a
who?
military general, man. I am going to look directly into the camera. Blah, 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 blah.
I like to imagine that whoever made that film missed the memo that it wasn't the third film, so they keep doing all these like weird close-up as if it's like a 3D film. It's like, Mr. Director, sir, I hate to tell you this, but this is the fourth film.
Mr.
Oh.
No, like they were like, hey, we need to make an Aliens movie. What if we like get somebody who does like weird, creepy shit? And then they got the guy that did like City of Lost Children. And like Emilio, it's a French thing. He's a fucking weird French guy that makes like art movies.
Fucking French. Yeah.
They get that would be God. You know how stupid that is? That'd be like if I wanted to get a cake made by a fucking fry cooker. Like why?
Yeah. That's as stupid as having a bunch of background artists make a Christmas movie.
And then you get like the best fry cooker ever. And then he makes a cake using a fry cooker, and it is okay, but you're like, oh, what the hell? This isn't what we asked for. And you're like, what did you expect to have happen? You asked a guy who does not make these kind of movies.
Or like when you have like Eli Roth making the Borderlands film.
And then they like fucking are unhappy with his movie, so they have to like reshoot a whole bunch of stuff and re-edit the thing.
Oh, a little fun fact about that. I think that film technically has like 4 to 5 directors because of that, because I think at one point he just like basically like walked away. But here's what's interesting. One of the directors, like one of the big names behind the film, if you try searching that name, it doesn't exist. And people are theorizing that it's like a pseudonym for either 1 or 2 people who worked on the film. And they were so embarrassed that they just like were like, hey guys, we don't want our names on this, so just call us like, Duncan, Idaho or something. We're not having our names on this piece of shit.
Yep. That's a big one, yeah.
Like seriously, if you search this one particular name, like there is no credits, there's no IMDb, there's nothing. So I am very certain that whoever worked on this
South Park kind of did that when everyone was afraid of like Scientology suing them. They made the Scientology episode, and then everybody's name in the credits was like fucking like unknown.
Dude, I remember when they made that episode because they were friends with Penn and Teller and they had a show called Bullshit. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to do an episode about Scientology, but because, Scientology gets off of like suing people, they were like, this might actually not be worth us doing it. And then Trey Parker, Matt Stone caught wind of it. It's like, oh, fuck it, we'll do it.
Yeah. Who's the? What were we going on about before this?
Well, we were talking about. Well, you at first we started about how Aliens has almost the same plot, and then
Oh,
we were
the
kind of just
Borderlands
ramble.
movie. Jesus criminy Christmas! I don't have to
Oh,
watch that movie to know it's bad, but oh my god, how do you fuck up that bad? Also,
oh,
like,
dude,
apparently there is enough footage to make a rated R version of that movie.
there is, and you know what my favorite part of that like film is, with how disastrous it was. So they had to reshoot a lot of stuff, and that the girl who played Tiny Tina, so she was kind of like a child. But the funny thing is this film took so long that she actually grew up in the process. So
Yeah.
there are shots of her from a distance because they realized, like, if we record up close in these reshoots, they're going to realize that she's like a lot taller and a lot bigger than the beginning of the film. So we're just going to have you like really far away so people don't pick up on the fact that you're like taller and bigger.
They
So
could have just fucking,
have another person, yeah.
or do like medium close ups and then just, have her fucking like squat down a little bit.
Well, it's funny that you say that.
Here's the thing about movies, right? You don't whatever's not on camera does not have to exist. This is why, like, whenever you see like a western like outside set, like the wall, it's just like a flat wall with nothing behind it, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because the camera will never actually see the interior buildings on that location.
Yeah.
So, if okay, do you spend option 1, we're going to spend like $4 million rotoscoping her out of the scene and then digitally making her shorter, or B, just have her squat and don't show her legs. Just like, look, I don't this obsession with burning money to make movies, I don't get it.
Yeah, I think.
They need
Yeah.
to be a little bit more frugal with their fucking budgets.
I mean, to be fair, given the attitudes that some of the people had towards making this thing, I reckon at that point they probably wasn't really. I wouldn't be surprised if they wasted money out of spite, because they're just like, this is one of the worst things of my career. I'm gonna tell them, hey, do this, just to like spite them, because I feel like there would be people in the business that might actually do that.
It just looks bad too. It's got that way too clean, way too colorful look, and that's bad because it's Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands, even in what's funny, even in parts of Borderlands where you're meant to be in like a city by like the evil corporation Hyperion, there's almost like a weird griminess to it.
Yeah, it's
So
it's saturated. It's got color, but it's not clean. That movie looks too clean. A lot of movies look too clean, honestly.
I did actually have something I wanted to say because you did actually like touch upon this ever so slightly. In the film, they actually, because Kevin Hart is a short guy and he plays Roland, who's like medium height at best in the games. But they actually integrated his height into the film as like a joke, be like, short pants or whatever. But here's the problem: in all the shots that you see him in, he's typically seen from the waist up, along with other actors who are kind of usually on like different like levels of elevation when it comes to like
You
the
never
ground.
actually see a wide shot of him standing directly next to someone.
For the most part, no. So for them to be like, "Hey, what's up, shorty?" and you don't even like see it, it's just like, yeah,
I mean, so there's a scene in the movie. There's a scene in the movie where, they do the Star Wars thing where it's like, aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper? They basically do that with Kevin Hart. But the way that you would shoot this, even if you were just a hack shitty director, right? The way that you would shoot this is, don't worry, I'm here to rescue you. And it's like zooming in on him and it's all brave. And she just like
yeah,
tilts her head and you're like, and then it like just cuts to a wide shot of her being taller than him.
yeah.
Like that's
Like,
that's like record scratch. Like I don't think I think I might be saving you, shorty. And like that you have a wide shot.
better.
You have
That's
a
actually
wide
better.
shot to do that, but no, they don't. they keep saying he's short, but like you only know that as an audience member because you know that Kevin Hart is short. You the character himself does not ever appear to be that much shorter than anyone else in the film.
I know. Oh my god. God, that god. I don't even know what else to be said about it, but I will say another thing about that film is you know a film is bad when it's immediately on streaming services like less than a year later, because I remember seeing that on Prime like straight away and I was like, oh, oh, okay, I guess that means this thing like made no money whatsoever then.
Also, like I think whoever cast all of the women in this movie has like an old
Oh.
lady fetish.
Oh yeah, that was another joke too, where it's like you'll have like a character who in the games is quite young, but then she's played by an old woman and she has like a cleavage out.
Well, yeah,
And
they they got the clothing accurate, they got the guns, they got all of this fucking shit, but then they put like, an old woman in the outfit. And you're like, guys?
here you go.
There was also Big Titty Woman that was in the
Oh, Mad Moxie.
yeah, Mad Moxie. I mean, listen, I mean, they don't look bad. That is
Gee.
not the character. It's like, oh god, it's like watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation. You know what? It's not like watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation. At least when you see the character for 1 second on screen, they are that character. Like Sub-Zero is Sub-Zero, Scorpion is Scorpion. Actually, I don't even think fucking Scorpion is in that movie. He fucking exploded in the first one. They didn't bring him back.
You know what? You know what I find really weird too about this film is it definitely also felt like they just were just choosing game characters as random. Because I'm going to show you a picture of the front cover of the film. So you see the guy in the mask that's sitting on Claptrap, the robot. Mm-hmm. So he was a playable character in number 2, but he was a DLC character. And I mean, he was a cool character. He's actually one of my favorite characters. But I'm
It's
just kind of
because he was on the box doing finger guns against his head.
well, a generic psycho, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. But whatever. It's a shitty film. You know, this is a film that's going to be one of those films where you and your mates are going to sit on your Discord server at 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, "Did you know there was a Borderlands movie? Really?" And then you like watch it just for shits and giggles without paying for it because no one's going to pay for this piece of shit. So you know.
Oh, the classic. To be fair, there's some movies that are like almost impossible to fucking find anywhere, even on DVD.
Yeah.
Like
Especially
I was
like
trying to
films.
find the movie The Audition, which is a really fucked up. Don't look. Okay, this movie has like one of the best twists ever. Do not look up anything about this movie. Anything. Don't look at the cover. Don't that. And I know that's going to be really fucking difficult for a lot of you. But
Is it a horror
Audition,
film?
The Audition is a fucking horror movie, and it's really disturbing. It's really fucked up. Do not look up anything about that movie. Let that movie surprise you.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I'm going to DM you something because there's a slight chance I might have seen a clip of this. I'm going to DM this to you because I don't want to spoil the audience, okay? Okay, no, it's not that. I'll type in what I saw.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There is some fucking metal shit. There was also that Korean movie we watched.
Oh, the devil thing.
Yeah, the the devil comes to Frogtown. No,
Oh, oh yeah, do you see what I typed in?
that's a very different movie. Also, it's not Korean.
Yeah, okay. But do you see what I just typed to you?
No.
Okay, different film.
No, it is not. It is not that.
But can we just quickly say about the Korean film? So there's a part of that. So okay. You say
We need to
synopsis
find
of
out.
this
We need to
film?
find out what that movie's called real quick because that's gonna bug me.
Who Let the Devil In? I think it was called.
Hold on. Korean movie, Devil. I saw the devil.
Yeah.
That movie is so fucking good. It's directed by the guy that did Old Boy, the original one.
Oh, the good one, yeah.
Yeah, and he plays a fucking serial killer in this movie, and he fucked with the wrong victim because the guy was like an ex special forces guy that works for the cops.
Yeah.
Like, and
So,
he progressively throughout the movie just fucks with this guy.
well, the thing I thought was great about this film is, you got a guy who's like a serial killer and just an arse. Like, he is such an irredeemable arsehole. But the thing that like blows my mind is because of how he like fucks with the guy. Like, I often wonder who's the biggest threat here because like, I'm like, for a film where like it's about a serial killer, the fact that like the cop is like the one that's almost like fucking with him and just knows where he is, it's just like I don't know who the bigger threat is here at this point.
Yeah, but then, like the cop gets a little bit too cocky, and then like he's basically just like the serial killer just fucking in a moment of the cop's weakness gets an advantage, and then like it's a game of it goes from a guy getting messed with to a game of cat and mouse with each other, and it's so good. It's such a cool movie.
And even at the end, like, actually, should I even say?
I think the scene that really threw you for a loop is the fact that, like, after the serial killer realized that he was being fucked with, he went to a serial killer friend's house.
Again, the guy has like a girlfriend and everything. Yeah, it's like
and
a serial killer
and
family.
they're like crazy cannibals, and they have like people tied up to a radiator.
Yeah. I remember there's also a scene too where he hitchhikes and the people he's hitchhiking with just happens to be like two killers as well. And you said something to me that I still think about because out of context it sounds so fucking funny. I don't even know if I'll just say it and then I could decide later if I edit it out. But you fucking said like, man, with the way this movie's going, Korea's going to run out of serial killers.
Yeah. Because there's probably only about like what fucking in any given country there's probably only about 30 fucking serial killers, like 35 serial killers.
Yeah, yeah.
This movie like kills like 14 of them, so like at a certain point Korea's gonna have no more serial killers.
You come out, no.
God,
I'm not gonna say
that
that.
that movie was really fucking good though. I highly recommend watching that movie. It's also almost 3 hours long though, so be strapping.
We also watched it English dubbed, which isn't too bad. So,
Oh, dude, the way that like it. So even though it does get goofy and some of the premise is like really like weird, like the way that he picks up people.
yeah.
The way that
man.
the way that he actually like gets his victims is really fucking like it's close to real.
Yeah, he'll just like pick him up. Yeah, just like you need a lift.
Yeah, and then he'll like be really weird. And then, he drops them off and then he just kind of like chases after him, knocks him out.
The one that always stood out to me that was kind of like it. It felt like he had like a devilish sense of humor, where like he just stops the car and looks at it, and just pulls out a hammer. And he's just like, "What? You never seen a hammer before? Whack, whack, whack!" I'm just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that is oh god, that movie's really good. I heard Hereditary is good. I haven't seen that yet.
Hereditary. I feel like I should know that, but I don't know what it is.
That's a horror movie that a lot of people. I also want to see like the Killer Chef movie.
Hmm.
There's like
The
a
Chef
killer
movie.
like it's got like Ray Fiennes in it.
Yeah.
The Voldemort.
Oh, the actor. Okay.
Yeah, it's got the Voldemort in it, and I really want to see that movie because it's about a chef losing his shit and killing like all of the pretentious people who are food critics.
Oh, so it's like, oh, you didn't like how I did my fries? Yeah.
No, it's more along the lines of, oh yeah, you liked when I didn't put anything on the plate and you guys fucking like ate it up.
Ugh, Christ. Yeah, I feel like
So
I
now
honestly
I'm
do
going
feel
to
like
in between every meal kill one of you, and you're like, oh, okay. But then one of the people was like a last minute change on a date,
oh yeah,
and like she's the protagonist,
really.
and it's like, yeah, I was gonna kill everyone at this party, and I guess now you're here, so sorry. And she looks at the guy that like brought her on the date, and she's like, what the fuck, man?
That's funny. But yeah, the God, I feel like there is a horror film for like every kind of like thing out there. Like it's like that one time when I watched a film called My Bloody Valentine, which almost felt like it was two things in one because it takes place at a mine, but then it's also a Valentine's Day one as well. So I feel like the director was like killing two birds with one stone in that regard.
There's that
So
one. Oh my god, the Leprechaun movies.
I've only seen the first one, which is probably the only good one.
Um, you know, In the Hood is actually okay.
Oh, the one. Didn't you say it was kind of like an exploitation kind of thing though?
You know what? Upon rewatching it, it probably has some of like the best protagonists in the series.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they're really likable characters. Even like the big piece of shit like music producer guy.
I'll have to check that out because I'm kind of thinking about watching that in my spare time.
Also, the ending to that one is actually a fucking horror movie.
Oh, no kidding.
Don't want to fucking spoil it, but like, In Space is funny.
Oh, Leprechaun in Space.
Leprechaun
Dude,
in Space was the fucking jolly romp.
I remember you telling me about how there was a fake poster going around of like Terrifier 4 in space, and you were like, "Oh, I don't think that's real, but goddamn, that would be funny."
That would be so fucking funny. Because there are so many things that he could do to kill someone in space.
Yeah, honestly, dude, like so far, Terrifier, he keeps like topping how there's always that one kill in those Terrifier films where you're just like, oh my god, and then like he did the one in like 3, and I'm thinking to myself like, oh, it is going to be hard to like top this one if he
How
tries
the
to.
fuck do you top that ending?
Yeah.
How seriously though? How? Because well, I guess you know how you top that ending. The next movie's in hell.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I guess that's how you top the fucking butchery that happened at the end. Man, yeah, that movie is like those movies can get really hard to watch.
I'll never forget watching the second one with you, and then there's like that one scene where he's just constantly like chopping away at that girl who's like still breathing, and then he kind of disappears into the bathroom and she's like crawling, like all like skinned alive, and he just starts pouring bleach on her. You're just
Bleach and salt, and he's like laughing. He's like, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I remember. I distinctly remember the exact words. It's like, that's so fucking cruel.
Dude, I mean, like, so the first movie, like, the one thing that gets better with these movies is actually the pacing.
Yeah.
So the first movie, because of how low the budget was, a lot of it is really slow.
It's in like one building too, for the most part.
There is a lot of not happening in that movie. Now, still with a horror movie, that's a good thing, because if it's just a person, like, quietly walking around, like, you can build tension doing that. So that's one of the reasons why you can, like, make a lot of money with horror movies. It's not difficult to make something spooky, but here's the thing. When you see the lady getting chopped in half
Yeah.
in that movie, you're like, there's no fucking way that they're going to top how brutal that was. Well, they did it. They did it for each one of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna make a prediction about the kill in number 4 is gonna be. I think it's going to involve some kind of piece of machinery. That's my prediction. Couldn't tell you what type of machinery. We'll have to find out.
God, dude, like, those movies are fucking rough.
Mm.
Trying to think if I can... Because, though, what's weird is that it doesn't take itself entirely seriously, but at the same token, the moment that violence happens, it's like... Ooh.
I know, yeah. It's just like, oh my god.
I
But
will say that the third one, so the third one is like a Christmas movie, and like he does the thing where he goes to a mall dressed like Santa, and then he like blows up a bomb that kills a lot of
yeah,
people, including kids. Honestly,
yeah.
I think that scene could have been done a little better.
Did
You
you
know
say
what?
you went in to like press the detonator?
No, you know what? You know what I thought was gonna. So he just puts a bag down, and it just has a bomb in it, right? And it blows up.
Mhm.
What I thought he was gonna do, which would have been way more fucked up and awesome, is if he was handing out toys, and each toy had a bomb in it,
Oh, and like it explodes
and
one
they
by
all
one.
just like like hand
They I mean,
grenades. That would have been, and that would have been right up that movie's alley. I can understand why they didn't do it, because that would have taken a lot of time and effort.
I think it would have. I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to do that, but yeah, I feel like one big explosion. I mean, I do think the one big explosion also suffices too.
Yeah,
But yeah, like it'd be like a chain reaction. Just God, that would
it
have.
would have been, but that's neither here nor there. The Winnie the Pooh movie blows ass.
Are you? Oh, wait. Are you referring to the one by the same guy? Because I know he did like a Steamboat Woody thing. The moment it went like public
No,
domain.
it's not made by the Terrifier people. It was like some fat guy that was like, "Ah, dude, Winnie the Pooh, we'll just make a shitty horror movie."
Yeah.
And then it made money because, if your budget
Yeah.
is super low and then you only make like, $10 million or whatever on a $2 million budget, that's a success. You win.
Yeah.
And then, God, that movie is so bad. The okay, have you seen it?
The only thing I know that's like a Winnie the Pooh horror was like a shitty like video game. So I don't know if it's like related to it or not.
So no. So in this movie, I'm not gonna go over the plot details. The one big thing is that the reason why none of the ladies that are getting slaughtered have fucking cell phones is because they
Mhm.
wanted to do a camping trip where they actually detox from using the internet.
Which is starting to become an actual thing, believe it or not.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. One of them is like, I brought a gun, and it's in the car. I can go get the gun, and we could shoot this fucker, right?
Yeah.
She has like a fucking like 500 Magnum or some shit. She has a big ass gun.
Really? Is
She
she
has
rich?
a really big gun, and you're like, okay, well, whatever. She has a gun. Now, here's the part that's goofy. Later on, somebody else picks the gun up, fires a shot to like lure them in, so that way they can just shoot them and get it over with. Turns out, gun only had one bullet in it, which
Why?
leads you to believe that during this camping trip, this lady was gonna off herself.
Now, here's the thing. Like, is it actually implied that that could have been the case, or do you
Oh
think
no,
that's
no! It's
just
just
been
like
rated?
no. The movie is too dumb for that.
I was gonna say, I'm just thinking it's gonna be one of those like weird things where like she does it in front of everybody.
That movie is like so bad it is good.
Oh, so it would be like fun as like a Jolly Romp for like one night.
It was like Christopher Robin left the 100-acre woods, and then they had a really bad winter, and they had to eat Eeyore, and then ever since then, Winnie the Pooh and his gang have bloodlust.
That's funny.
And then later on in the movie, like he's
I'm
beating
looking
the
this up
shit.
now.
He's beating the shit out of a lady with Eeyore's tail as a whip.
When is it called Blood and Honey?
Yeah, I think so. There's two of them now because Tigger wasn't public domain yet. So in the sequel, he became public domain.
Okay. This looks like a hot piece of shit, but it looks like my kind of piece of shit.
It's really bad, but it's fucking funny. Have you
Is
seen
that a
the?
fiery chain? Is that a fiery chainsaw?
Oh god, yeah. Oh god,
Okay,
it's
yeah, I
so,
gotta watch this. I'm
it's
sorry.
so bad. It's so funny. See that goes
Well-
back into the thing that I was talking about earlier with the fucking like comedy. Like if comedy is bad, it's really bad. if a horror movie is bad, you can still get some enjoyment out of it.
Oh, absolutely, and it looks also as well that they did well enough because there's a sequel and there's a third one currently in development.
Also, there's the same company is making a Popeye movie, and Popeye looks fucking pissed. There's some pictures of him online.
Let me have a look. Is it actually called Popeye?
It's called Popeye the Slayer Man.
Slayer. Oh, I see it. Oh,
He looks he looks so pissed.
I'm gonna kill.
I see a full body shot, and I'm like, I want this in Dead by Daylight.
That one, like, these movies are progressively getting more budget because they keep making money. So I think they actually did a pretty good job with the suit on that.
Dude, let me show you the poster for this.
All right, give me a sec. Yeah, he is what he is. Oh god.
There's also there's two other ones. There's Popeye's Revenge, and then there's also Shiver Me Timbers.
It's so dumb.
So it has to be 100 years, right, for it to be public domain? Is that right?
Well, now it is. But
Yeah.
it's like it's after the death of like the copyright owner, so that's the fucked up thing.
Well, because I was also thinking too, because Batman's been around for 90 years now, but DC, no, what?
You know what the upside is? A lot of the Fallout music is going to end up being public domain very soon,
Hell yeah!
which means that you can just put that in things without having to pay anybody.
I don't want to set the world on fire. Yeah.
Man,
That's what
that
I'm
one
talking-
is you, no other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
I just want to be the one you love.
Got that? My dad was like, I don't really get the music in this. And I was like, what are you talking about? The whole point is the juxtaposition between like the horrible graphic violence that you're causing and like the goofiness of like the music.
Yeah, but
And then and then I had to explain to him, what do you think like, the soldiers in World War II were listening to? They weren't listening to like this cool like heavy metal music. They were listening to like fucking olden days, a glimpse of stock, and like
I know they aren't to stop, but
anything go.
goes.
They were listening to like fucking old Camp Town races and bullshit like that. Like they weren't. There was no heavy metal music. There were songs that were really fucking promiscuous though. Those existed. Also, songs with swearing.
The one that also like sticks out to me was the one where it's like, "We'll meet again."
Don't know where.
somewhere."
Don't know where.
Oh.
That song is that was a banger. The Germans were fucking listening to that shit. Everyone was fucking listening to that song.
Anybody from that time period who had to fight, like she's synonymous to that like time period. Like everyone remembers that. And by the way, she lived to like 101, I think.
You know, god. You know, it's a really goofy war thing. So, who's the Hanoi
100
Hannah?
But real quick, she lived up to 103. But yeah, go on.
You know Hanoi Hannah, or like the lady that like told American GIs during like Vietnam that they suck.
Oh yeah.
So
your men are lying to you. Yeah.
you know, here's the funny thing about that. Because the American side was so dry with their radio broadcasts, a lot of people were just listening to her. Also, she had like a really good like selection of like rock songs that like the U.S. government was like, these rock songs are gonna demoralize our guys. But this is how a lot of the American GIs ended up listening to like the Rolling Stones and shit like that. So they would tune in.
Yeah.
They would tune into this lady. Now, here's the funny thing. So, it's propaganda, and they want to, like, the enemy wants to reduce how many, like, people, like, died.
Oh yeah, they fudged the numbers.
They
Yeah, but
fudged
she was telling
they
the truth.
fudged the numbers about enemies, but this was the big thing. The U.S. fudged numbers about how many people they were losing in a
Yeah.
battle, and then
Yeah.
she would actually raise the number up.
Yeah, she was actually telling the truth.
She ended
So,
up
like,
she by sheer accident ended up actually telling the truth. And the problem is that, you know, a lot of the GIs fucking, you know, who were actually there were like, "Oh yeah, no, her numbers are actually accurate." So,
Yeah, we're losing.
well, it wasn't that they were losing, it's just that, like, you know, there was a distinct obfuscation of how hard it was to actually win.
Yeah. God. Yeah, it's
They wanted to go so hard to not demoralize the army that they did the reverse, and then the U.S. demoralized their own guys, and then this anti-American propaganda lady ended up being more a bigger boost to morale than their own people, which is it's like a weird reverse effect.
yeah, it's funny how that works.
Yeah.
God, history's weird. Like that's why I always say that like reality is stranger than fiction because you learn about stuff like that and it's just
Also,
you're just like
there were a lot of GIs that were just like, you know, "You will die, American. You will die alone and cold." And then, you know, they're like, "Oh man, I want her to fucking kill me. Am I right, guys?" Because they're fucking boys.
yeah, yeah.
I want her to fucking sit on.
That's always what makes me laugh about like men humor. It's just like man, those girls are totally gang.
Dude, she fucking like, dude, she like, she got like medals for what she did, and then she just retired. Like, you could have just showed up to her house. Like,
Oh,
yeah, she just retired. She was like,
That's
"Yep,
amazing.
I'm done." And then I think she like produced some broadcasting shit, and that was about it.
yeah.
But it's just the fact that, like, you know, she lived, and nothing
What a
bad
fuck-
happened to her afterwards.
What a fucking career, man.
That's really weird. Yeah.
You know, actually, I don't know if I want to talk about that one because but it is.
It might
That'll
be
probably
too
be better
much.
for another one. I'll say it for another episode because this one's more about like celebrities and you know.
Yeah. Face
No,
jobs.
I will face jobs. You know, I will say when like when a bunch of celebrities like pass away in succession, do you ever have that? Do you ever have that like reminder where you just like, oh yeah, shit, we're all gonna die one day.
No, I have that constant reminder of, fuck me, Keith Richards is still alive.
Yeah, and then I pull up like the internet, and then sure enough, he's dead.
No. Fucking World War III will happen before fucking, like, Keith Richards dies. I'm gonna make that prediction right now.
All right, then. So, how much you want to bet on that then?
I'll bet you a whole dollar.
All right, then. So,
Because at that point, it'll be absolutely worthless, my guy.
okay, okay. So Keith Richards, 81. So you're gonna predict. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So this is the guy that
He injected
Johnny
heroin
Depp.
into his eyeballs.
There was that, but he also he was the guy that like Johnny Depp took his inspiration when he was auditioning as Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to like number 3, he plays the dad.
Yeah. I fucking love
Really?
Keira. There was an interview with Keira Knightley where she was like, she was reading, you know, Johnny Depp's character. It's like, oh, well, you know, this is like some really standard like dialogue. I don't think that like this is going to be good. First day on set, he was doing his shit and she was like, "Oh, this is like a completely different class of actor." Like, this is like, yeah.
That's amazing.
I really like Johnny Depp. There's a movie that's based off of a Stephen King thing called The Rear Window.
Yeah.
That one is a really good psychological horror movie. That's another one where you do not look up anything about the movie because it will it will ruin the fucking surprise.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. I mean, I actually have like I have an audiobook called Skeleton Crew, and I'm currently in the middle of listening to The Mist, which is what also Silent Hill pinched from. So, that Mist.
There was a fucking, like...
Stephen King's done a lot of shit.
Yes, he has. He's one of the most prolific... Dude, he got a mention by writing books, dude. Like...
Do not many authors get that?
No!
Really? I always thought they would have at least a fancy house.
No.
You know, he has said, him and a guy called, I think his name was John Grisman or something like that. He does a lot of, like, lawyer stuff.
John Grisham?
Yeah, there's a video of them two on stage, and they talked about, like, yeah, hey, because, like, John's like, I got a question for you. How often are your sales ebooks now? And I think they both actually said, like, oh, yeah, half of my sales are ebooks now. And he also said, too, that, like, they also realized, too, that their sales aren't as, like, proficient as it used to be. And they're not saying that reading's becoming a thing of the past. It just seems to be less common as it used to be, you know?
There is a movie with Tom Cruise that is a John Grisham thing. It's called The Firm. So
Yes.
John Grisham makes thrillers. They're not horror things.
A lot of lawyer stuff, too.
Yeah,
Because he was a lawyer.
That was the character in that series of books. The Firm is a really good movie. Also has like Gene Hackman in it.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, did you know about like Gene Hackman's death?
No. Why? Did he die or something?
He died of fucking foul play,
Foul play?
which means that he was probably murdered.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Jesus.
allegedly.
Gene Hackman.
Gene
Dude,
Hackman had he has a mystery death. Yeah, and nobody talked about it either. That's the weird thing. Like it was just dropped like a fucking like bucket of rocks. Like nobody was talking about this like at all. I think it was on the news for less than 2 days.
Well, that's interesting because I looked on his Wikipedia where it says, died. But what's interesting is there's a thing that's like C dots and it says circa, which means that they don't quite know if he died around about this date. It just says February 18th, circa.
Yeah,
so they're not quite sure.
But it's because they found his body, and they're like, they found him in a way where you're like, there's no fucking way that like, this isn't like a crime. Like something wrong went here, and that's so weird. Like it, especially for an actor that's been in like big fucking movies.
I mean, I gotta say, man, like 95 years old. I mean, if someone did kill him, I mean, to kill an old man at this point,
They
now,
took a
unless he's,
long
like,
ass time to fucking like.
That's what's weird about it, because, like, if you, I mean, I would imagine, it's possible that, he might have had enemies or something, but it's just like, I don't know, man. He lived till 95. I mean, what? I don't know. I'm not saying he should have. I mean, I'm not saying they should have killed him when he's younger. I'm not suggesting anything.
Well,
but to kill someone at like 95.
If he was even murdered to begin with.
Yeah. Imagine if you will.
Imagine if you will, Gene Hackman going. Rah!
Imagine if you will that this catchphrase never actually existed and it was actually just a Mandela effect.
Imagine if you will, The Twilight Zone was actually a movie, and actually no, I don't want to go down that route. That's actually really depressing.
I guess that'll be the next episode then.
No, there's a really sad thing involving like the
actor,
the Twilight Zone movie from like the 80s.
I'll have to look that up in my spare times. You got me morbidly.
It's really sad.
Oh, it's not the one with the helicopter, is it?
Yeah, it is the one with the helicopter.
God damn it!
Yeah,
Great.
it's pretty sad.
Well, guess. Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it! Because you said that, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what's a really horrible event? I was like, oh no, it's not that one, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and the footage exists too.
You can look that up on your own time, or not. You'd probably be better off not.
Yeah, especially if you're. No, I'm not even going to say that. Actually, should I say that?
No,
Well,
it's just sad.
Yeah.
We talked about a whole bunch of fucked up shit, and the Twilight Zone movie from the '80s is the thing where we're like, yeah, nah, dude, just
Wait,
like
just don't even go into
let
it.
sleeping dogs lie. It's just not.
Yeah, it's oh god. It's worse when you know about a horrible event. It's even worse when you've got like it's actually on like the camera, the footage of it too.
Yeah, it's sad. It is what it is. You know, accidents happen.
Yeah,
That was, yeah, a boy.
I don't even know where do we go from that. Oh yeah, isn't this like comic podcast?
Oh yeah. So
So yeah, Batman Black and White.
Batman, Spider guy,
He spider guy, the human spider.
just like, man, that was really depressing. So anyway, Spider-Man.
This is just like another podcast I watched from like 15 years ago, where it's almost 15 years ago, actually no, but be about 10. They ended up talking about some like crime stuff and everything, and it was like really sad. And then one of the guys like, so yeah, I was playing. Man, this is a really sad podcast. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll turn it back around eventually. But actually, we should probably say what pages we're working on right now.
So this is page 13. This is the boar about to rupture
Yeah.
while everybody's like scrambling.
Yeah, you got two bitches fighting, and then you got two bitches on the ground.
You can't just say it like that, dude. You can't just go like, there's two bitches on the ground. Especially not now. Not now with the whole like visa thing.
I'm Dutch. it's like the RoboCop thing where like the guy's just like, oh yeah, well the guy was he's a Dutch director, and bitches, the word bitch is just a word for women, so it's like, when Clem Spartaco walk in, she say the bitches leave as he's like walking in, or she say bitches leave as he's at the door. It's like, what do you think about the bitches should say? The bitches, okay, bitches. When he says bitches leave, the moment you hear that, I want you to start walking out the door and scrambling to the door.
My favorite stupid thing is, oh god, there's a cartoon
Oreo.
called The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Oh yeah.
That show is really gross, but it's also really funny. There was one where like, a guy was talking about like this mystical magic fog that's on this island. It's like, it's whenever that Italian man showed up with his it's when that dirty Italian man showed up with his like perfume, and he's like, first of all, it's a cologne, and I'm not Italian, I'm German. And he just fucks off.
Christ. I actually watched a behind the scenes thing before you came online. Have you ever heard the story about is it Peter Weller who played RoboCop?
Oh, is it the Oreos?
The Oreo, yeah, where it's like Robo wants an Oreo.
Robo want Oreo.
And then the guy had a stack of Oreos. He just ate it in front of him.
And
the
then,
videos
Peter Weller himself was just like, he keeps talking about the fucking Oreos. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
It's like, buddy, I love you. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, this Oreo story.
You keep bringing up this stupid fucking Oreo story. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have a feeling that he was actually like properly embarrassed because he was acting like a diva on set.
To be fair, like, it took hours to put the entire fucking thing on.
I know, yeah, he'd probably be peckish at that point. So yeah, I would want an Oreo.
Robo want Oreo.
Oreo. I love the video of like, Directive 3 Oreo.
Oh god. Actually, speaking about comics, this is the thing that we talked about before, but other people might not know this. Did you know that somehow Stan Lee got younger?
He got younger?
Yeah, you remember that one clip from like the 50s where he's like, "Hello there, fans. I'm Stan Lee."
Oh god!
And he's like,
when you show me,
he's
that.
bald and old looking, and then like in the 70s, he got a mustache. He must have gotten like a toupee or like hair transplants.
Yeah.
And like he looks like a completely different person.
God, Stan Lee, like, yeah, like when you show me that, I was like, that is not Stan Lee.
I have to look it up because like the audience themselves are not gonna fucking believe this.
You could just throw it on screen to like make my life easier.
Yeah, I need to find it though.
Excelsior.
Oh, the one time I actually want to show people this clip, and now I can't find it.
It's fine. Well, I could probably find it later whenever the hell I get around to editing.
Hold on, I gotta because the clip is so weird. Okay,
My
you
name
know
is
what? If I use Google instead of like the really terrible like
Bing.
first TV appearance images, it was like, oh, I found it.
Yeah, throw it up on stream just so it can make my life easier.
Yeah, Stanley looked really different. I had to go to the Nerdist. The video is now unavailable. Damn it.
Oh, fuck it. All right then. Well, we'll probably find it at some point.
No. I found the image. This is Stanley in the 60s?
Christ. What the fuck?
And you look at that, you're like, that's not him. But then you hear him talk, he's like, hello there. Hello there, guys. It's me, Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
And I've got a whole bunch of awesome comics coming up.
Yep.
And you're
Yep.
like, what? And then, like, you know, he grew the mustache. We got the hair. Looked like a part. Sneeze. Just looked like a completely different person.
Yeah. God, people age weird. Like, you know, I know we all get old, but like Roger Moore aged really fucking weird when he got older.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood like aged really weird too because he got these really like gross like saggy nipples.
Yeah. Yeah, Clint Eastwood's like,
And he for some reason decided that he really wanted to be shirtless in a lot of movies during that time period.
yeah.
And you're just like, oh God, why? Listen, I love the man. Also still alive.
95, yeah.
Ugh. You know why he's gonna live forever too?
That's like, yeah.
The reason why he's gonna live forever is because he has one of the most insane diets ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he doesn't eat like red meat. He doesn't drink alcohol. He doesn't smoke cigarettes. That's a thing that like. He doesn't smoke at all. He only smokes in movies.
Yeah. That's funny.
They've made the joke on like the first day of shooting the spaghetti westerns that like, you know, he had one of the cigars and he got so ill that they actually had to like stop shooting for a bit because he's just throwing up.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's what happens with diets, though. Like, the more you introduce something new, like, it can fuck you up.
Oh yeah, whenever like the worst is when you don't do fast food for a while and then you're like, "Oh boy, I'm going to go get some like fried chicken or like some McDonald's." And because you hadn't done fried food, you just immediately get the squirts, like bad.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, us doing this today, like, this would have been pizza day, but, like, since time's going by, that means I'm probably not going to order, for better or for worse.
See,
But,
pizza's a different beast, right? Pizza
Yeah.
pizza can be greasy, but it can also be like a really nice crispy like flat crust, right?
Yeah.
So, like, pizza is one of those things where you could get away with like not eating it for a while and then being perfectly fine. Fucking like Taco Bell, boy, if you haven't eaten Taco Bell or like, you know, the Popeyes chicken or that shit will just go right through you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have the luxury of, like, knowing what a Taco Bell's like. But I do feel like with pizzas, it also depends on the toppings because There's a place near me. Well, I'm not going to say the name, but like they have some amazing pizzas, and they also have. Like, I'm honestly spoiled for choice. I swear to Christ, there's like 16 different options, and I've been through all of them. Like that's how much I order. I've been through every single one of them.
They were
and
all
gee,
delicious except for the fucking breaded chicken one that sucked.
I used to have one called meat. Like it was, oh man, it was like a meaty one, and I don't know if I developed like an intolerance or something, but like if I eat that now, like let's just say like it's not coming out normal.
I forgot which company it was, but like I remember in the '90s, everyone was okay with like gross humor because of like Nickelodeon and like Rugrats and all that shit. I swear to God, there was a fucking restaurant that had a pizza called the Pizza.
Pizza. Yeah, man.
Man. There we
Oh,
go.
Christ.
There we are.
Yeah, that's more or less
We're gonna-
done. Let's have a
We went through a roller coaster of things, got really depressed in the middle, and then we talked about the pizza. All right.
Is this going to be when you find out on the wrong layer?
Okay, no, you can't do that to me, dude. You
Okay,
can't
good.
do that to me. I was actually like shaking. You son of a bitch.
All right, let's zoom into each panel real quick.
Yep.
Stay top left. Okay, that looks
I'm
good.
gonna change this hair real quick. Hold on. I'm not happy with this.
I swear to Christ, you keep making her like sexier in every like panel you keep drawing her in.
It's just because her hair gets more 80s fluffy.
Yeah.
I might actually have to redraw the initial like fucking pitch pages.
Oh, I would actually recommend that you do because like I was looking. I mean, I don't
The
want to
art
like, shit
style,
on you.
like I am constantly improving as an artist. I because I go out of my way to always challenge myself, and those initial pitch pages versus like the art that's coming out now is drastically different.
I would recommend because I'm also thinking that we update the pitch pages and as well as the bios and also like have them in a more like dynamic pose too to their like personalities.
Yeah.
So we'll probably discuss that off camera, but yeah. That looks so fucking cool.
Oh my god, it's so fucking metal.
The boards at the bottom right, just by the hind leg. Do you think there should probably like be like three extra like tiny lines to like emphasize the bulge?
Nah, I think it's fine.
Okay.
There we go.
Did we actually like make it abundantly clear originally in the pitch what this is about here? I don't think we did.
No, because it's the big ta-da surprise. Probably should have used this because then people would be like, ooh. Oh yeah, you know what?
do.
You know what? This is Stanley in the 70s. And remember like his bald head?
Yeah.
You can kind of see it. And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's so weird how that is a weird thing that people have noticed about like older like movies is somebody will be like 30 but they look like they're 50, and a lot of that just has to do with like being clean cut and having facial wrinkles, and then also, the way that they style their hair makes them look older. Like Weird Al got younger by shaving his mustache.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's funny about Stan Lee? His last cameo in a Marvel film, they made him look like a younger man. It actually looks like what you just showed me.
It's cool.
Yeah, and he also says something too that's like, see you around, suckers, which is almost like weirdly fitting given that was his last one.
That guy's a fucking legend.
He is a legend. It is kind of sad though, all the news that broke out about that fucking like twink that was like fucking with him,
Oh, the
That,
producer
like, weird
guy.
show. There was like that weird producer guy with the long hair who. Not only that, he's like profiting from his death. Where it's like, oh, by the way, if you spend £5,000, yeah,
Allegedly.
that's fucking. But now he has like a weird Patreon. It's like, hey, if you spend $5,000, I'll give you a tour where he got fucked over. It's just like, excuse me.
Well, the grifting is a thing. It's sad.
Yeah.
Sad but true.
luckily, a lot of people seem to be smart enough where they realize what this guy's doing. So I feel like this guy, if he does have any sense of like a brain or like a heart, he'll probably look at this, be like, "Yeah, I'm kind of a piece of shit, huh?" So,
You doubt it.
but
People are
doubt it,
horrible.
yeah.
People are horrible. I'm a doomer. It's all over. So, anyways, bye. No, that's where we ended. Yeah, you know what? No, that's where we
Yeah.
ended. Bye, guys.
All right, we'll turn it off. Then.
Nothing but positivity. Ciao.